What is up, everybody? I'm Zach Pfeiffer, and this is another recap of Survivor 46. This time, episode 4, Do Not Touch the Oven. Oof, guys. This season is just... I like everyone. I really do. But I'm so tired of Yanu losing. Like, Banu should have gone last week. Sucks that Randy got pulled. Like, this is just a... I just really hope that post-merge gets a little bit more exciting, because this pre-merge is just not doing it for me. But let's dive into the episode. We start off right at Yanu's beach, right where we left off. They're celebrating. Hua! Yay! Yay! We can do this now. We can do this. And then Banu spills the beans. Is too honest for his own good. It just tells everyone what he said about Kenzie being the mastermind and how Q and Tiff are really close. And they're all pissed. Rightfully so. Like, this could tank their games when we get to the merge, and it's just like so silly, especially because they just watched the Tika 3 do their thing, and they were also a purple tribe that lost pretty handedly. So that's another Banu move that's just not I'm sure he's really sweet in real life, but just not for Survivor. So like there's this moment when like Q's teaching Banu and coaching him how to be a better player, and then he like goes over to the camp and is like, Kenzie, will you help me? And Kenzie's like, go away, and snaps at him. And then like he goes off and cries a lot, and like Kenzie's like, I now have to apologize, which is like, it might seem like they're being really mean to Banu right now, but like I can't imagine just like the clashing of energies at this point, and you're all so hungry and tired, and the last thing you need to be doing is just like caring for a liability in the game. It's just not fun at all. So yeah. We are, also, we get a little clip of, Nami being, like, really cute and, like, we want food, we want the food. But this, like, want the food thing really quickly shifts to Tevin really, like, vocalizing where he's in the game right now. Because he sees Soda, loves Soda, but also sees that Soda is, like, kind of a threat to his game, even if they, like, when they get to the merge. So Tevin starts spreading the word and goes up to, Hunter and is like, we should vote Soda if we lose at Tribal Council. And then also goes up to Liz and is like, we should vote Soda if we go to Tribal Council. And they're all in. And so that's worrisome for Soda, because you only need 3 in a tribe of 5. Whew. We do a challenge. They start in boats and they have to like paddle in, and then they have to like do these like rings. It's fine. It's like a silly challenge. And Yanu wins! Yay! Yanu wins something! And they're like celebrating. They like won something. And they like trade their fish for tarps, which is like great for them. Good for them. And then Maria just can't get the thing up. And they finally do, and you know, it's just game over. So Hunter like kind of flops them all in because he's a master of the challenges, which he really needs to cool his role if he doesn't want to be targeted post-merge. Like he's good. He's really good. Yeah, and then Siga loses. Nami gets second. Like, cool. And then we get back to, like, the beach, and, like, let's see, what happens? Oh, the big fun stuff over at Siga. So Jem found the Beware advantage. She rehides the Beware advantage, and Maria finds it, and now everyone's digging under the tree to find the idol. And they simply can't find it, because it's not there, because it's under a different spot. And Jem's just really enjoying this, and is using this as an opportunity to really, you know, shake things up, and is getting the target on anyone but her. And it's great, because like when you're not going to Tribal Council, you have room to do stuff like this. And the target falls on Tim, and she thinks that because Tim is doing the most work to find the Beware advantage, he must be overcompensating. So tells Mariah that, and it quickly spreads, and everyone's kind of like, yeah, Tim probably has it. So that's fun. We're enjoying that. Nothing else really happens. Like then they just go back to a challenge. This one's like they jump and oh yeah, then Siga has that moment where they're like teaching Mariah how to jump, which is funny because Maria can't jump. It's just like but they do the challenge, and it's pretty much the same as usual. Nami wins, and Siga gets second, and Yanu has to go to Tribal Council again. And it's so strange. The talking heads going into Tribal Council, they're all like, we're voting Banu. And we spend the next like 20 minutes of Banu just pleading and groveling, and it's just really pathetic. It's sad. And I was like so confused about this edit because I was like, they're making it so transparent that Banu's going, and they never do that. They like are always a little coquettish about who's gonna go, like the misdirect. But they're like, Banu's going, and then we get to tribal council, and they're all like, Banu's going, and Banu's like, I'm going, and so we don't vote, which like make them vote, Jeff. Just make them vote. Like it's. There's something about having to do that in private. The result would have been exactly the same, but if someone had an advantage or someone wanted to make a move, like, let there be room for that. Like, Tiffany has an idol. If Tiffany wanted to play the idol for Banu and then her vote decide who goes, like, she could have done that. But they didn't vote. Okay, well, so Banu goes, that's great. And now we're down to 3 Yanu, 5 Nami, and all 6 Siga. What's next? Because I think next we have 14 players left, so we probably won't have like a swap unless we were to swap to 2 tribes, which I cannot imagine that happening in the new era. So I think we're just gonna have a immunity challenge that's 3v3v3, which is interesting, and could cause some drama in like who sits out. That whole rule could really affect Siga and Nami, especially if the next challenge is immunity. Who sat out? I don't remember. I think it's like Ben and Venus. No, Venus jumped because she had that slam off. Anyway, we'll see if that affects who wins and who doesn't, because Tiff, Kenzie, and Q are strong. It just depends on what the challenge is, to be honest. Really, really hoping that they don't go to tribal council. And if my money's on anything, based on an edit so far, Siga, we've gotten a lot of like building and roots, but we haven't really talked about like strategy since like the Charlie's Angels thing formed in like episode 1. So I don't see a world where Siga goes to tribal council, mostly because we don't know who the target would be other than Tim at this point. So maybe that's expounded in this next episode. But I would think that Nami somehow loses and goes to tribal council, mostly because we've had the target bouncing around, and this last like targeting of Soda, this could like build into something next week. Yanu, if they went to tribal council again, I think Q would get voted out, honestly. I think that Tiff and Kenzie are 1 and 2, like 1 and 1, and they would vote for, and then and Tiff also has her idol, so like I think that she could potentially use that. But yeah, so if I said anyone to go next week, crazy enough, I think Soda might go next week before we get to Mergatory. I believe Mergatory will be episode 6. Which would be the one after, which would be that we Mergatory at 13, go down to 12, and merge at 12. That seems like a lot. But yeah, I'm here for it. And yeah, that's all I got for this episode, y'all. Happy Survivor, and I'll see you next week for episode 5. Mwah. Bye.